We're very excited to present to you the Young Marine News Network Winter Edition, back again on the island of Oahu. We are here at the Tantalus Overlook, overlooking the city of Honolulu with Diamond Head behind us. It is just amazing. I can't even begin to describe the number of shades of green and how vibrant this view is up here. Just amazing on the drive up, wasn't it?
Yes, sir, you're absolutely right. This is a breathtaking location. And sir, can you tell us how we got to this location?
Well, it's simple. For the last 2 years, when we've been home missing coming to Hawaii, I watched a lot of Hawaii Five-0, Magnum PI, and yes, even NCIS Hawaii. And they kept filming scenes at this overlook. So I literally, while I'm sitting on my couch at home in the basement, figured out where the scenes were filmed. And I texted it to Mr. Harl, our awesome videographer behind the camera right now, and said, dude, we need to film here when we get here. So we really get a lucky day today where we had a break in the rain so we could come out and film. But it's been great so far. We're about halfway through the trip and there's been a lot of great activities. We hit the ground running almost literally, but you know what? The best people to tell you about what we've been doing on island are the Young Marines themselves. So I'm gonna turn it over to Young Marine Sergeant Major Cook and Young Marine Sergeant Major Glasscox.
Aloha, Young Marine Sergeant Major.
Aloha.
Aloha. So before we get into the events that we've been going through, I think the highlight of my trip so far, before we started filming, actually in the setup, right along here, I saw my first mongoose. So I got to see that, and that was one of my highlights of the trip. But Young Marine Sergeant Major Glasscox, tell us a little bit about the activity that we've been doing throughout the week.
Absolutely. So we arrived on Wednesday, and then Thursday morning we kicked it off immediately with the Punch Bowl ceremony. Now, if you don't know what the Punch Bowl ceremony is, it's an amazing opportunity to engage with young Marines and all of the veterans organizations from around the island. It was a great honor to be able to lay wreaths in commemoration of the events that happened here in Hawaii with these different organizations, as well as so many young Marines, being able to engage and inspire all of these young Marines.
You're absolutely right. And there were actually a few guest speakers that we got to hear from. We had Sergeant Major Spadaro, as well as the National Commandant of the Marine Corps League, Mr. Baker. And I think those speakers were a great tribute to Pearl Harbor, and they were great role models for our young Marines. Wouldn't you say so, Sergeant?
I would 100% agree. I think that the information that they shared with our young Marines and everyone attending was phenomenal.
You're absolutely right. I mean, it was a jaw-dropping experience for the young Marines, and I think it was a really, really great opportunity for all of us to come together and to celebrate the 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. It's actually so fun and so engaging to be here with so many different units, and it's really a life-changing experience to be out here in Hawaii, and we're actually halfway through. We had a beach cleanup actually the other day, which is very important to our young Marines and which is also on the topic of service.
You know, we're here at the Pyramid Rock Beach at the Marine Corps Base, Hawaii, Kaneohe Bay, doing the beach cleanup. You know, the morning started, as always, first thing up, got to get a safety brief and a brief about the local environment and ecology, which helps the young Marines learn the importance of the activity we're doing today by cleaning up the beaches, especially the plastics. It's really a vital part of giving back to the communities. And I know, Young Marine Cook, you've been out with some of the young Marines talking to them. How's it going out there, live and in person?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's an awesome experience for these young Marines, and they're learning more about ecology and how it affects the environment, how it affects the animals. So not only are they helping the community, but they're getting a little bit of education as well.
It's a multiplier effect, you know, try to do two things at once. That's what we do. We try to do more than the average youth in this country. Hoorah, Young Marines.
We're looking for plastic styrofoam because those are microplastics that can destroy cells in an animal or human.
Community service for the young Marines is so important because it teaches our youth the importance of giving back to their community, especially places like the Marine Corps base that has hosted us, our stay here.
It's important to clean up this beach to protect all the wildlife that is endangered in Hawaii.
Service is one of the more important aspects of our program. We feel it is very, very important for the youth from 8 to the completion of high school to learn about it, because giving back is such an important part to the community, and it's very important to learn that in life. That event was actually very engaging and very exciting despite the weather, but we're halfway through here in Hawaii, but we have a lot more events to go to.
You know, I gotta say, in a first for the Young Marine News Network, we are recording, filming under an umbrella, and so is Dave on the other side. In fact, I think the microphone cover is looking like a little bit of a wet cat over there.
And we got water on the lens.
And we got water on the lens too. You know, and I'm gonna do a little product placement for our friends. Really appreciating the Marine Corps Association Foundation double wide umbrella that fits myself and Young Marine Sergeant Major Cook, even though he's ponchoed up, you know. But this is part of, you just gotta embrace it. Some days you just gotta embrace what life throws you, have a great time, make the most of it. And we've hit so many spots already today. I mean, how cool is this?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's a great opportunity, and even though it's raining, I think it's still a great experience to be out here in Hawaii, and I'm so grateful, and I know all the Young Marines out here are going to be grateful, and we're going to do some great things. We're going to make some memories.
Outstanding, absolutely. So hey, even when it's raining, you can still make your own sunshine. Hoorah!
I love it. I do. Because in California, there's not that much rain. Like, no rain at all, at least. Because I'm from the high desert, and there's more sand than anything.
On and off, but I mean, for the most part, it's really beautiful, very humid, and I think I'm just having a great experience with a lot of these fellow Young Marines.
Hey, so we're fresh off the Pineapple Express and going through the Dole Gardens, learning a little bit more about the environment, the ecology, and the flowers of Hawaii and things that came from other countries. But a great opportunity once again to explore and enjoy some of the history, ecology, and the fabulous, bountiful harvest that is the islands of Hawaii and here on Oahu as well.
All right, after a long climb, I finally got to be able to be in this helicopter. If you look from the outside, it looks kind of small. I'm 6'4", so I'm a little bit bigger. Hit my head on a couple things, hit my knees on a couple things, but I think overall, we made it.
Behind me, the USS Utah. This is a battleship that was sunk on December 7th of 1941 during Pearl Harbor by 3 Japanese torpedoes.
Throughout the morning, Young Marines have been planting flags to honor and commemorate those service members who died on December 7th, 1941. There are 2,390 flags here planted today. Each flag represents one service member who passed away on that fateful morning. Without these sacrifices, we would not have the American freedoms we have today.
Hi, I'm Young Marine Gunnery Sergeant Lovelace from North San Diego Young Marines down in Vista, California. We're down here at the battlefield to remember the Marines that were lost on December 7th when the Japanese were trying to attack Pearl Harbor.
Hello, I am Young Marine PFC Caleb Seho from Golden Gate Young Marines, and today we are here at the Polynesian Culture Center learning about Polynesia, its culture, its people, and the islands around it.
You know, amazing. So many activities packed in the last couple of days, and we're only halfway there. You know, and we're getting this all done between the breaks and the rain. It has been the rainiest time since I've been here as the National Executive Director these last 5 years, but also my time here as a Marine for 3 years. I can't believe how much rain we've had, but still working in between the showers, making it happen, just like we always do with the Young Marines program. So with any luck, we will be able to do the Clipper ceremony at Marine Corps Base Hawaii Tuesday morning, followed by the Pearl Harbor Remembrance Parade Tuesday evening. And we'll have live reports of that coming up next.
Today we're here in Marine Corps Base, Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii to commemorate the 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. I think it's important for us to teach our young Marines and teach our youth the importance of the sacrifice that people have made over the centuries to defend our way of life and freedom.
My grandfather, Daniel T. Griffin, was stationed here at Naval Air Station Kaneohe Bay at the time of the attack on December 7th, 1941. He was actually finishing his duty stint that night, came home and heard the attack happening and came back to help out. And as he went out to his plane, because he was a pilot, one of the PBY planes in the bay, he was able to get into his plane and start to take off of the water. And he got about 50 feet off the water, according to reports, and the plane was shot down. And as he was swimming to shore, he was strafed with bullets from Japanese fire and killed. His body was recovered about 10 days later.
Today we pause to remember 18 military personnel and 2 civilians who died here 80 years ago today, when Naval Air Station Kaneohe Bay became the first of several U.S. military installations on the island of Oahu to be attacked by aircraft of the Japanese Imperial Fleet. Today we are afforded the privilege of gathering aboard Marine Corps Base Hawaii for the solemn occasion. The inscription of the Kaneohe Clipper Monument recalls the sacrifice eloquently, saying, "They gave their today for our tomorrow. Let us never forget them."
Hello everyone, I'm Young Marine Sergeant Major Mario Cook here at Oahu, Hawaii. I am here this week to remember Pearl Harbor. 80 years ago today, on December 7th, our country was infamously attacked by the Japanese. And we are here today to remember them and for all the veterans who have lost their lives. Behind me, there is a ceremony going on for the World War II veterans. Now, there aren't a lot of these veterans left, so it is a very unique and special opportunity.
So today we are marching in the 80th commemoration of Pearl Harbor. We here are actually holding the Eagle float, and that's pretty special to us because it's a sign for our country, and it's a great opportunity for us to show our appreciation and support.
You know, this is one of those things where you got to improvise, adapt, and overcome. You know, the young Marines get here, we're going to do whatever we can, serve and support the Pearl Harbor Remembrance Parade. So our adult volunteers, young Marines, hit the deck. These yellow brown balloons for all the services behind us. The volunteers were stuck on the other side of the island because of the storms. So we stepped up to make sure it happened. You know, fight side by side with our Marine Corps League members and volunteers to cover that Marine Corps balloon. And we even have the Space Force balloon covered. So we've got it all covered. Every balloon covered by young Marines, every banner covered by young Marines and adult volunteers. We're gonna make this parade happen. We will not fail. Hoorah. It continues to amaze me the amount of activities that we pack into the schedule, the official schedule here, and all the activities young Marines units take advantage of while they're here on island, both to have fun, but also to experience the culture, the history, and the ecology of the Hawaiian Islands. But really, we need to roll the timeline back a little bit, because when last we left you, we were at Leadership Academy, and so much else has gone on here in Young Marine News Network land. You know, really starting with the fall time frame with drug demand reduction and Red Ribbon Week.
Yes, sir. Actually, this October has been one of the more successful Red Ribbon Week opportunities for our young Marines, especially to get that message of drug demand reduction out to the community, and as well as honoring Kiki Camarena and for all of his sacrifices that he's done. We actually have a special report from Young Marine Staff Sergeant Benson on the DDR Dash for Red Ribbon Week.
Hello, Young Marines. I'm Young Marine Staff Sergeant Benson, your Public Affairs Correspondent, and I'm here with the Lapeer County Young Marines for their annual DDR Dash, which kicks off Red Ribbon Week. Red Ribbon Week is to help raise awareness about drug demand reduction in not only the program, but your community as well.
Hi, we're here at the National Museum of the Marine Corps for our annual DDR Dash 5K. And I am joined by two motivated young Marines from Manassas Young Marines here locally. I am joined by...
Hello, I'm Young Marine Private Medina, and...
I'm Lance Corporal Medina, her brother.
Outstanding. So I've got brother and sister. So what do you like about doing the DDR Dash?
What I really like about this is it's really just a way for you to beat your own time and build up your endurance for later PFTs.
Outstanding. That's part of it. And we're here. What's the cause again that we're here for this week?
The Red Ribbon Week.
Red Ribbon Week. That's right. Because we want to live healthy, drug-free lifestyles here in the Young Marines program. Young Marines, can I get an hoorah?
Hoorah!
Hoorah!
Hello, Young Marines and adult volunteers. My name is Young Marine Sergeant Major Michaela Barstow, and I'm your Division I Young Marine of the Year. Right now, I am at the Natchog River Young Marines annual 5K DDR Dash here in Thompson, Connecticut, running drugs out of town. I can hear the motivation that all of the adult volunteers are cheering on the Young Marines with, and I absolutely love that. I am actually on the trail, and I've gotten to witness a lot of Young Marines running and putting in 110% of their effort to run this DDR Dash.
But despite this gross weather that we've had today, we've actually had lots of fun here. We had lots of Young Marines singing cadence throughout this 5K. We had some strong finishers. And for those Young Marines that brought in the most sponsorships, they were able to pie a staff member in the face, which was very, very funny to watch. All right, Young Marines, I'm here with Young Marine Sergeant Oak, and I understand that you got 2 awards today. Would you care to explain what those are?
Well, my first medal I got was for finishing first place out of all the females in our unit. And then the second medal that I got is actually for raising the most money in the entire unit.
That's outstanding. So why do you run this 5K?
Well, I know I run this 5K to help raise awareness for drug demand reduction and to also help raise money for our unit.
All right, well, thank you for your time, Oak. And now I'm here with Lapeer County's Unit Commander, Mr. Oak. And why do you volunteer to help with this 5K?
I think, personally, I believe it draws attention to not just our Young Marines as a whole, but community-wise, to make everyone aware of the drug demand reduction. And I'm glad we're here and the kids have this experience.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
And so this is Young Marine Staff Sergeant Benson, signing off.
You know, it's really great to see a live report from one of our DDR Dash, from one of our public affairs correspondents. And you know, that was one of many around the country. We did ours at headquarters. Again, thankful to the National Museum of the Marine Corps for allowing us to use that facility to do our DDR Dash run at headquarters. But there were so many DDR Dashes on social media all around the country. It was amazing. You know, and in the weeks preceding the DDR Dash, we did Young Marine birthday balls, and I was lucky enough to go to Temecula Valley. I know that you went to a couple of balls.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. I got to attend the Natchog River Young Marine Ball, so that was a great opportunity for me to be able to see the Young Marines and to celebrate our programs.
It was really great to see Young Marines getting together live, interacting, having a lot of fun. I mean, we really do. It's great to see Young Marines enjoying each other's company and just having a celebration about our program and all the things we do around the country. But you know, we roll into November, Veterans Day.
Yes, sir.
Always a solemn time. We celebrate our veterans and honor them, and the Young Marines did that at unit by unit around the country. It was really amazing to see the ways that they honored and commemorated our nation's veterans. You know, and coming out of Veterans Day, we get a little bit of a break for Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
Hoorah, which was great this year. Did you have family at home?
Yes, sir. We actually did this year.
So did I. Yeah, last year it was kind of home alone, but it was great to have all our families back together for Thanksgiving. But then heading to Hollywood for the Hollywood Christmas Parade in support of the Toys for Tots program. And we were honored to march again for the second time in the Hollywood Christmas Parade with over 100 Young Marines and adult volunteers from around the Southern California area. And it was really good this year. We were joined by several members of the Marine Corps League that marched with us, because while we do Toys for Tots across the program, we normally do it with the Marine Corps League sponsors. Just a great partnership, and it was so great to engage with Lieutenant General Laster and the Toys for Tots program to make sure that every child gets a toy for Christmas.
So for the past 2 days, despite all of the weather and all of the rain, it's really been a great time, and it's a very unique experience for the young Marines to get outside of the continental US and just to come together and be in a program that allows us to have such a great time and make a new family.
And so it's time to sign off for the Young Marine News Network Winter Edition here from the beautiful island of Oahu at this amazing overlook. The only background noise we've had while we've been filming here is the sound of the birds around us. Simply amazing, so peaceful and beautiful. Young Marines, stay motivated, stay engaged, and keep living that healthy, drug-free lifestyle. And from the island of Hawaii, mele kalikimaka,
aloha,
and mahalo.